My earliest memories about my cooking would be my school days. Parents being working professionals, it had me coming back from school and trying to conjure up some dishes to take care of my hunger. I just followed my mom's cooking temperament and her magic which she used to produce day in and day out in her food for our family. And I just picked up the traits from her, I believe. Okay, my philosophy about food is very simple. It's focused around quality ingredients. It's all about putting love into the food which you do, and that brings out the best in what you put out on the plate. Having come through the Oberoi management training program where I chose pastry, and definitely baking is my favorite cooking technique. Well, desserts definitely. It's the last course of your meal, and that speaks for the entire meal in itself. Nothing specific, but it's just home cooked food I can eat day in and day out. Well, it's definitely chocolate. Chocolate gives you a lot of avenues to try out different dishes with various different textures and techniques involved with it. Well, it's the griller. It actually helps you to quicken up the process instead of using a hot plate or an oven. So for me, it's the griller. Well, it's the vinegar. For me, it's a chemical, and I try using a substitute which could be a lemon, freshly squeezed lime juice. So a definite no for me is the vinegar. My biggest food critic is my guests who walk into my restaurant day in and day out. What happened yesterday really doesn't hold value for today. They are expecting the highest of standards on a consistent basis. It's the food street at Vivipuram in Bangalore. The reason being the freshly steamed idlis, the chutneys which are made in a very simple technique but very yummy. Well, there are a couple of restaurants which I'd like to mention. One is Martin's Corner and the other one is Souza Lobo in Goa. Great seafood spread which you get, cooked in very simple ways but really tasty and yummy. Meals at home are basically simple cooked Kerala food made by my wife. It's as simple as sambar and rice and dal and maybe a fugat. And yes, I do cook when I'm off once in a while. Shri Abdul Kalam and our ex-Prime Minister Vajpayee. And it was an entire lunch spread which I had cooked for them. Well, it definitely has to be Michel Roux, who I looked up to, and the reason is very simple because his philosophy and mine were quite similar. It's all about fresh ingredients and minimalistic cooking techniques which were employed. Well, it did so happen that I told one of my associates to make a basbousa, and which is an Arabic dessert, and I told him to scale out sugar for a sugar syrup. By mistake, he took salt instead of sugar and made a sugar syrup which was with salt. So ultimately, the basbousa never tasted the way it's supposed to be. Recently, I had one guest who asked for an omelette without egg. It definitely stumped me. If not a chef, I would have been a race car driver. Driving comes naturally to me along with the speeds attached to it. Well, it would have been a beef stroganoff. Well, beef is one of my favorite dishes, and I would have used a few of my oriental spices to create a zing to it. Well, it definitely has to be the red velvet with my own twist which I have given to the filling with cream cheese and white chocolate frosting.